Giants did something very similar with Daniel Jones last offseason. They went out there, they acquired him a big free agent target in Kenny Galladay. They drafted a first-round wide receiver. The Miami Dolphins already have their first-round wide receiver in Jalen Waddle, and now they're going out and getting Tyreek Hill. Obviously, improving the line, improving the weapons, getting an offensive-minded head coach, all good things. But what type of pressure does that put on Tua this coming season?
I think Tua, it's funny too, because a lot of people want to say like no more excuses. And the funny thing is Tua himself has never came out and given any excuses. It's always the fans. The fans want to raffle off a ton of excuses, which most of them are justified on Tua's struggle. Tua never does it. I think him consistently putting the pressure on himself to be better. It's hard to be successful in the team that he had last year, even the year before, because by the time he faced the Chiefs in his rookie year, he had none of his starting receivers healthy. Last year, he had the worst. It's not even one of the worst. He had the worst offensive line. So a lot of people are complaining, why doesn't he push the ball down the field? Why doesn't he throw it down the field and all that stuff? Well, if you have no run game and you have no time to throw the ball down the field, then all of a sudden the defense isn't going to respect your deep passes, and they're going to press the box, they're going to blitz you, they're going to do all these things, and nothing's going to open down the field. So I think adding the players that the Dolphins added, and it's a lot, like you said, Mostert, Chase Edmonds, Tyreek Hill, Tron Armstead, Connor Williams, Alec Ingold. It's like, all right, here you go, Tua. This is what you needed. If everything on paper plays like it should, here you go. Here's everything you needed. Now show us the Alabama Tua. Show us the guy who's going to throw the ball down the field, who's going to, because we've seen it, and my biggest thing with Tua is his inconsistency, because we see it in games where he'll evade pressure, throw the ball down the field. That Jet game where he ran over the friggin' safety, like we see him playing at a top level, but then the next play he'll like throw an interception. And all of a sudden everyone forgets about his nice plays. So once he can chain it together and stay more consistent, I think people are going to start realizing the type of quarterback he can be.
Well, you mentioned consistency, and that's the thing that people talk about all the time when it comes to Rodgers or Tom Brady, or even someone of the caliber of a Kyler Murray, is like they consistently push the ball down the field, but they also don't make mistakes. So given what the Dolphins have done, and I guess given your opinions of Tua, do you think that they've done enough to potentially help Tua be more consistent as a quarterback?
100%. Yeah. Like this is as close as you can get to a perfect offense for Tua to be successful. Like you brought up Aaron Rodgers. I think he threw an interception week 1, and then he didn't throw one for like the rest of the season. Like he's just super consistent when it comes to protecting the ball. This is as close as you can get to a perfect situation. This is what should have happened when Tua got drafted to the Dolphins, because you saw that what happened to Joe Burrow. You saw that what happened with Justin Herbert. Okay, we're going to take this quarterback. Let's build around him. Let's give him the offense that he's used to, all that. They didn't do that for Tua. They didn't do that for like a whole year and a half. And then they thought bringing in 3 offensive coordinators is really going to help the kid. It just confused them. So this is the first time that Tua, somebody's actually sitting back and saying, let me help this kid out and let me put him in a situation that I can make him successful, versus I'm going to make the defense successful and then just don't mess it up. That's essentially was Tua's first 2 years in the league. The defense is going to win you games. Don't mess it up. So he was like, all right, I'm not going to force it down the field. I'm not going to try to make errant passes, yada, yada. This is the closest that I've seen the Dolphins get to helping their quarterback. Even going back to Ryan Tannehill, a lot of people wanted to say Dolphins didn't help Ryan Tannehill. They tried, and they just didn't do a good job of it. This seems to be the closest.